The tramway is currently taking a sabbatical, but it's business as usual as we continue our look at the small world of die-cast Land Rovers. In support of the videos, we also have a website which is packed with useful information. Why not join our brand new Facebook group where we discuss all things to do with the small world of die-cast Land Rovers. Welcome to our look at the Range Rover 2003 model produced by Cararama. And now we get the interesting ones. These are the ones that have been deckled up for various organisations. And we're going to start with the UK RNLI lifeboats. Right, for our foreign viewers, RNLI stands for the Royal National Lifeboat Institution. And as I've mentioned in some of the previous videos, these are the guys that if you're in distress at sea, will put to sea in specialist lifeboats and state-of-the-art equipment to come and hopefully rescue you. It is not government funded, so this is purely by people putting donations into buckets and things that keep this organisation going and living on the coast. I've seen the weathers they've put to sea in, and they will never not turn out for somebody who's in distress. So this is a really fitting tribute to them in model form. We'll start with the bottom one, which we have in the collection. It is body colour blue, as you can see. It's got the lifeboat's livery applied quite nicely. The number plate on this one is different to the previous ones we've seen. It is S326LHU. It has a beige interior, dark grey dashboard, a solid sun strip, painted rear light, hung well on the base with an unpainted exhaust. So let's take a look at her. There she is. One thing I would say, I don't think the RNLI would have taken that many Range Rovers, because they are very expensive machines, and a Defender would probably do just as well. I might be wrong, but I can't imagine they took an awful lot of these. But Cararama chose to model this one, and we're very pleased they did. So, standard wheels. The blue light, which we've seen on the police versions in the 4.6 version. That's another view. Right, the other side is treated in a similar way. Right, on the front you can see it is just the small sun strip arrangement, which is what they came to be pretty standard in the later models. And there we have Range Rover nicely picked out in the back, lights all depicted nicely. Lifeboats instead of police or rescue, or what we've seen in previous models. Cross on the light bar there. The base is just plain Jane base, no tow bar on this one, so it's quite possible that this vehicle is depicted as a higher management vehicle, something like that, or a publicity vehicle. Some of the Defenders certainly have all towing equipment because they used to tow the inshore lifeboats down to the water's edge in some circumstances, depending on local geography and what sort of vehicle need to deploy the lifeboat. Right, let's return to the menu. This one is by far the more common. This is what seems to turn up most of the time. If you see one of these on the shelves, this is usually the one you're going to get. There is another one version out there, but it does seem rather hard to find. It's basically the same livery, number plate, interior details are the same, sun strips the same, and the painted rear lights are also the same as the previous one. It's got a hung one on the base, but it has a painted exhaust. Now, I've searched high and low for this one, and it does seem rather hard to get hold of. It would suggest it's probably the very early versions of these, but quickly changed over to the unpainted exhaust. It's in red, so I must have seen evidence that this does exist. Otherwise, if I had been in any doubt, it would have been a blue entry, as we've mentioned before. Right, let's return to the main menu. Right, the next one up is the Spanish police. And there we have it. Right, these, because there's only one that we know of each, they're listed on the website as special liveries. So the one we're going to be looking at is the Spanish police. It's this one at the bottom. Only the one we know of. Body colour is white. It's got Spanish police here, decals. Its number plate is DGP-8015-AD. It features the beige interior with a dark grey dashboard. It's got the graded sun strip and painted rear lights, hung well on the base, and an unpainted exhaust. Right, this graded sun strip, this entry here, I doubt it, and it hasn't. For some reason, that is an incorrect entry. So as soon as this video is done, that will be changed to solid sun strip. Again, looking at the rear, solid sun strip, yeah, definitely. Painted rear lights. It looks quite tidy, this livery. On the bottom, we've just got the plain bottom. No evidence that this model's ever been done with a tow bar or anything. So, yeah, not the easiest to get hold of. I bought a large collection of Range Rovers to do this, series, and they don't come up very often on eBay, and if they do, they're very high prices with even higher postage costs. So it's a very smart looking model, but does tend to be rather hard to get hold of here in the UK. Right, let's go back to the main menu. So the next one is the Italian Garda Costa Aeri, and apologies for the pronunciation if that's incorrect, which I'm quite sure it is, but we'll go with that anyway. Body colour white, Italian Garda Costa Aeri. The number plate on this one changed again, VT5945. We think it's got a beige interior with a dark grey dashboard. A solid sun strip, of which type we're not sure whether it's large or small. Painted rear lights, hung well on the base, and an unpainted exhaust. So another one very hard to get hold of. If we go back to the menu there, that is what we think the livery is. So it's predominantly white with wording, possibly not in English, down the side. Not even seen any better photographs of them, to be honest. Really difficult to get hold of. It'd be nice if they'd issued some of these in the UK, but we've not been that lucky, unfortunately. Right, so we'll move on to the last one, which is the French medic car, or paramedic car. So, it's this one here, Range Rover 2003 ambulance, so we've listed it as an ambulance. White with French, white French ambulance, number plate 4611 TF45, beige interior, dark grey dashboard, graded sun strip. Right, so let's have a look at this one. Now, so both of these entries, I must have been asleep when I did them, will be corrected by the time this video goes out. So these are solid sun strips, beige interior, dark grey dashboard, graded sun strip, painted rear lights, Pongwell on base, unpainted exhaust. So let's have a look around it. Quite nice livery on this one. No mistaking what it is. And nicely dealt with on the other side. Writing across the front there, no Range Rover badging that we can see, so that's been removed. Grille nicely picked out. Again, no Range Rover branding on the back. Whether it's something they do as a matter of course, or it just had to go to make room for the delivery of the vehicle. Rear lights painted, and just the standard arrangement on the base. So there we have it. Another one very difficult to get hold of in the UK. That one, the one we have, came out of the collection. We do not know of any more. Scoured the eBay in other countries, just cannot see anything that would suggest that there's any more done. These seem to have probably been done as batches for the various customers who required them, so that would possibly explain why there's not a lot of variations. It's not something that's been continually in the catalogue. I would suggest they've probably made so many thousand of them as a one-off batch. Right, let's return to the main menu. Excuse me, coughing. The main thing we can get from these 2003 is, in the main, they nearly all feature a beige interior with the dark grey dashboard, with the odd exception, but they nearly all have been from for the same format. Hornby have taken over Oxford Diecast, and Oxford Diecast were the ones who were producing these models for a number of years now. So possibly the Cararama brand's going to disappear. I hope it doesn't, but it's just a feeling. I think they're going to rationalise what models are produced, and certainly the Oxford Diecasts are more popular than these. So we'll just have to wait and see. Time will tell. Everything you've seen in all of these Cararama videos, going right back to the Series 3s, all the details are listed on the website. And yesterday there was rather a heavy thud on the hallway floor, and that was the bill for hosting the website. And I've renewed it for another year. The thing is that it's not getting a lot of traffic to the website. Now, personally, I've got hard copies of everything that's on the website and backup copies. If you guys don't choose to use it, or you feel it's not fit for purpose or whatever, then next year we will probably take a long hard look and see if I can justify the cost of hosting it for another year. So if you want to use it, as I say, it's free. Just make use of it, guys, and I'll be quite happy to keep it going. But if not, it's a case of I could buy a lot of models with what it costs to host the website. Right, okay. Cararama, they have produced a few models in 1/43 scale, and I have a few of those. I'm looking at whether it's worth doing a series on them. Certainly the Series 3s have undergone different changes with different releases over the years, in a similar vein to what we've seen in the in these little 1/72 ones. So I'll have a long hard look and I think whether it's worth doing a series on them. We're going to continue doing the Oxford diecast, and we'll hope to see you in the not too distant future. So, happy collecting.